Hey there, how are you doing? Thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to this channel, please do click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to receive notifications. I'm Ash from Fetch Profits Academy. If you're running Google Ads or if you're thinking about running Google Ads, please do not launch campaigns without setting up your Google Ads conversion track. Regardless of the type of campaign you're running and regardless of the Google Ad network that you're using, say search, shopping, or display, you have various ways to set up tracking. We will primarily focus on the Google Tag Manager, but please do note that you can set up your conversion as tracking manually by installing the code yourself onto your website, or you can do it with the help of a developer, as the case may be. Begin and see how Google Ads conversion tracking can be set up with the help of Google Tag Manager. Now, if you're running Google Ads, if you have your campaigns up and running, you will see an overview of your Google Ads campaigns. You will see your conversions as well. If you don't find conversions, you can just drop down on any of these little boxes here and choose conversions. And you can also choose conversion value, or you can also choose cost per conversion depending on what kind of data you want to look at. This is the reason why you need to set up your conversion so that you always have a clear picture of how your campaigns are performing, the number of conversions you've been generating. To set up your conversions, please be sure to choose the right account. Google uses the conversion tracking data to help find similar audiences, for example, or to help automate your bidding strategies, or to help you reach your target cost per action, or to help you reach your target ROAS, or also called as return on ad spend. To set up your Google Ads conversion tracking, on the top right corner, click on Tools, the Measurements column, a tab called Conversions. So click on Conversions and you'll be able to set up various conversions. So please do remember that conversions could mean different things depending on the campaigns you're running. If you're running a lead generation campaign, a conversion could be a lead. If you're running a sales oriented campaign, a conversion could be a sale. You could also have conversions such as clicks on your website, or if somebody watches a video on your website, or several other conversion types that exist. Once you get to this page, after clicking on tools and choosing conversions under the measurement column, any previous conversions that you might have set up will all show up right here. If you have to set up a new conversion, click on the little blue plus icon, choose what kind of conversion you want to set up. For now, we'll focus on website, and then you can choose a category of the conversion that you're trying to add. Is it a sign up for a newsletter? Is it a purchase? Is it an add to cart? Is it a begin checkout? Is it a subscribe to your newsletter? Let's choose purchase. You can name that purchase anything you want. You have a section that says value. Every single lead who signs up on your website has a dollar value assigned to that lead. Theoretically speaking, you have 10 leads who sign up for your free ebook or your coupon that you're giving away. So let's say around 10 leads sign up, and out of 10 leads, one person purchases, and that purchase value is, let's assume, around $30. Lead is actually worth $3 for you. So you could work backwards from your actual purchase value and work out a particular dollar value for your lead as well. So you could choose to add dollar value assigned to each of the conversions that are happening on your site. So you could choose to have the same value for each conversion. So every time a conversion is recorded, the same dollar value is assigned to that conversion. Choose your currency such as US dollar and give a particular dollar value such as $5 or $3. You could also use different values for each conversion, or you also can choose not to choose a value for conversion action, which I don't recommend and Google also doesn't recommend. There's also a tab here that says count. How many times should you count a conversion as? So there could be one single user who comes through from Google Ads but makes a purchase of about 3 different products on your site, then it's counted as 3 different conversions. Or you could have just one conversion as a count. There's a click through conversion window. If you have a lower ticket price item, then you can choose a lower conversion window. If you have a higher value purchase item, then you can choose 60 days or 90 days or 45 days depending on your business. You also have a view through conversion window. So let's say they see a display ad and then they come back onto your site after 7 days and then make a purchase. It is still counted as a conversion, also called as view through conversion window. What kind of time frame must pass before this conversion can be counted as a conversion? Should you include this in your conversions column? And then you can also choose an attribution model window. You can go with the default last click, then go ahead and click and create and continue. In the next tab is where you set up the tag. Install the tag yourself and you see the code for HTML, and then you get 2 pieces of Google Ads conversion tracking code. So this is the number 1 code, which needs to go on the head section of every page of your website. This is the event snippet which actually tracks the conversion and lets Google Ads know that a conversion happened. So this has to go also in the head section right below the tag that you added above. If you choose to do it manually, you would have to do it this way. You can also email this tag to a developer, or you could choose to use the Google Tag Manager itself, which is what we'll be focusing on this video. Once you sign in with Google Tag Manager, you have your account showing right here for each of the brands that you own. Each container stores tags, triggers, and variables. If you have to add the Google Ads conversion tracking code using the Google Tag Manager, you can click on add a new tag. Call this tag something like, click on tag configuration, and there is a specific featured tag available that Google provides called Google Ads Conversion Tracking. Now, to use the Google Ads Conversion Tracking using the Google Tag Manager, you will require a few things that you got to know and note. You need a conversion ID, which is particular to the type of conversion that you're creating at the moment. There's also a conversion label associated with this conversion ID. And then there's a third item called conversion linker tag, which we will go through in the video now. If you have these three things with you, you could set up your conversion tag easily. Assuming you have this information with you, you could just come in, choose the Google Ads conversion track, and then add the conversion ID which shows up in this window here. So pick this conversion ID and add it here. Choose your conversion label and add it here that says conversion label. Remember that you would have given a conversion value for the kind of conversion that this is. So let's assume that this is a lead generation conversion and we have assigned a dollar value of 5. Add 5 here and you can choose your currency. There's also an optional transaction ID for each purchase that happens, especially useful if you're trying to track sales and purchases on your site. Choose conversion linking here and enable this to true. Google gives you a cookie prefix for this conversion linking to happen. This is what we mean by the conversion linker tag. Google already gives you a cookie prefix by default. Then proceed to triggering. Choose a trigger if you want to specify a particular URL path that your leads or customers will land on after they sign up as a lead or after they make a purchase. You can assign that as the final page that your leads or customers respectively will reach after the certain transaction happens. So click on the plus icon on the top right corner, give that a name, trigger configuration, choose page view, choose some page views, choose page URL equals that particular specific URL that a lead must go to when they sign up as a lead or a customer must go to when they actually make a transaction on your site. /thanks. You need to figure out what this particular page URL is depending on how your website is set up. Assuming that you do know the final URLs for your leads or for your sales, you could add that here, click on save, and that's when it's done. Now inside your tags, once you set it up, your Google Ads conversion tracking code will look something like this, which says Google Ads tracking. If I have a paid course, so if I have a conversion that is tracking sales and purchases for my course, I have a separate conversion tag set up here for Google Ads, and it only specifically tracks that particular final URL that happens after a customer purchases my course on Quora Ads. Yes, you need to set up multiple conversions if you're tracking multiple conversions on your site and if you're running multiple campaigns depending on what that campaign is aimed at. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please do feel free to comment below. I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you for watching. You have a great day.